What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today I have another model review for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GeminiJets 1:400 scale Avelo Airlines Boeing 737-800. Very excited to have this aircraft as it's my very first Avelo Airlines aircraft, and really good story behind it. Beautiful airplane. I'm really excited to talk about it. So let's first and foremost kick it off with the box. So here it is, the GeminiJets box. Not too much to it, as you guys can see, just kind of giving you guys a brief look around here. A really simple box here, excuse me. But yeah, here's the back, 2022 release from December. And here is the top as well. So really great model right here. Very glad to have it. It's a really cool one. And yes, what a great model that is. But of course, or box that is, but of course we got the model. So here it is, the Avelo Airlines 737-800 by GeminiJets. Very excited to have this aircraft, like I said, as this is my very first Avelo Airlines aircraft in my collection. So really cool story goes behind this one. So I've really been fascinated with the resurgence of carriers out of the pandemic, and we did gain some new carriers due to the pandemic, which is very cool in the United States, in namely a Breeze and Avelo. So I've always been very fascinated with Avelo's emergence, of course, which is right out of the pandemic, and I've really been interested to learn about them. So Avelo, of course, has a really solid operation out of Burbank and New Haven, and they also have quite a few cities in Florida and various cities across the United States, small and big. So they have a really cool, diverse network, and I've always been really interested in getting a model of them. So of course, GeminiJets finally announced it, and I was still trying to see my very first Avelo aircraft, and then I finally got to see it once, not so proper, and then once more proper. So I got to see the some sort of 737, I think it was an 800 at Miami International Airport in the hangar. I really did not know that Miami had such a big painting presence at their airport, but they sure do. So that was really great, to say the least. And then I got to really properly see it at Stillwater Regional Airport in Oklahoma, of all places, thanks to an orchestra charter. So certainly a very interesting way to get to see this aircraft properly for the first time, but I am not complaining. Super cool to get to see this aircraft with the Scimitar winglets by GeminiJets, and now that I have a Avelo in my collection, I'm very pleased about that. I would love to get to see them again, and also hopefully get to fly on them at some point in the future. But what a great looking model this is. Let's zoom in and take a look, and of course macro mode does what it does best, because the iPhone camera logic has none. So sorry guys, I'm trying to get this to work, but of course it just completely spazzes out. There we go, perfect. So really excited to take a look at this model, like I said, and it should be a really good one. So let me back this up. Hopefully it'll focus. Yes, okay. Let's take a look at the Avelo, or Avelo. I think it's Avelo, but I've heard a couple of Avelos, 737-800. Here's the cockpit windows that look really good. You also have the nose cone and some pitot tubes, so some really good detail up there. There's nose landing gear and nose landing gear door. I had to re-glue the nose landing gear, but that wasn't too big of an issue. A little bit harder than others, but not bad. You have the the L1 boarding door up there as well, which looks fantastic, with some really good panel detail there, so that's really nice. And then you got the Avelo billboard titles. Something said right here, I can't see it, but the Avelo billboard titles, they look really good, and I'm certainly very glad to have them, so that's fantastic, and they look really, really good right here. And then of course, you got the CFM56 engines that look really nice. I would love to sit in a seat like right here. That would be super cool. So if I do fly them, that will be where hopefully I'll be able to sit. Really good looking wings. You got the emergency wing exits and all those details right there. A little bit of wing flex on this model, but it's not the end of the world. I would say it's probably the biggest con. You do have a beautiful Scimitar winglet though, with the beautiful Avelo design from the yellow to the grayish to the blue, and likewise for the inside. And then in the middle of the fuselage here, you got some great details, including pretty simple back throughout here, but you got this antenna, the purple that coming all the way up with the registration November 801 X-Ray Tango, and then you got the beautiful L2 door in the Avelo tail. Really neat how it's all lowercase, certainly interesting, but you got that back there, and then the yellow, the grayish, and the blue. Very good coloring. And the horizontal stabilizers are plastic, but it's all good. Right side also encompasses some great details, including the baggage door, which as you can see right there looks really good, and then the back one as well looks super good. Like I said, there is a decent amount of wing flex on this model, and I can show you guys what I'm talking about right here. So you can certainly see right there with the wing flex that there is a decent amount of it, but it's not the end of the world. Sorry, it's trying to focus it on my thumb, but there we go. You can really see that wing flex right there. Again, just more of a note than a complaint, of course. Here's the right side. And yeah, it looks really good. Love delivery on this guy. Here's the back. Good job on the horizontal stabilizer leveling. That looks pretty good. So yeah, really beautiful aircraft, like I said. So Avelo has certainly fascinated me with their operations around the United States. They have a really diverse network for their size and a low-cost carrier, really in general. Very impressed with their operations, and I'm really excited to see what they can do with it going into the near future. I would love to see them serve the Southern Plains region, including, you know, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, but they have made it into Iowa with Dubuque, so that's super cool. Dubuque, I'm sorry, I can't say it properly. I'm trying, but it unfortunately has not worked. But like I said, they have big operations out of Burbank and New Haven, which is cool. So nice West and East Coast operation. But I do give Avelo a bunch of credit for the rate they're expanding, because they're expanding very progressively. Thus, they've had limited issues compared to Breeze's logistical issues. Breeze, I really appreciate their efforts to try to expand and make it as, get their name out there and be as fast as possible. But unfortunately, they're really paying for it with some logistical issues, several delayed flights and even canceled flights, and all the various issues that they've had over the last several years. I think that's got better though as of late, as of the recording of this video. So I'm hopeful that they'll continue to progress in those ways, and hopefully they'll be able to emerge out of it and really progress into what they're going to be, which I think they have a really bright future. The A220 is a great airplane, and I think they're going to have many great routes in their networks for many years to come. So Avelo is a really cool airline though. I really like what they have going, and I'm excited to see how they can progress upon it. I really like their livery as well, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of aircraft they do going forward. I think 737 is pretty much a guarantee, and I'm sure once they get more financially established, they would like to get some 737 Maxes probably, or maybe some A320neos or something. We'll see what they end up doing, but I think they have a really bright future ahead, and I'm really excited to see what they can do in the near future. I think they're a great airline, like I said, and I'm very excited to see what they can do, and just in general, see what happens and all the various adding up characteristics. It's going to be a bunch of fun. Hope you guys are excited for it. But with all that being said, that will do it for today's review, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, as Redriveraviation is signing